Hello and welcome. My name's Marie and this is my yarn journey. I'm very excited to be recording today. I've got lots of bits of things to tell you. First up, there may be an interruption because I have got a very exciting parcel on the way, and I'm sure, and I think it's coming this morning, and I am hoping that the Royal Mail van pulls up before I finish recording, and then I can show you it all, because I've been waiting since about July last year for this. So yeah, I can't wait to open this parcel, and I'm sure that you'll all want to see it too, because I've been mentioning it for a long time. I've written a list again. I do find it keeps me a little bit more on track. So how are you? Have you had a good week? Last recording was the podcast on Friday. So what have you been up to? I'd love to hear. So what I thought I'd first of all start by mentioning, which I've never, I don't think ever mentioned on my videos before, but I always just think it's in the description. So if anyone wants to get in touch, they'll look in there. But I know sometimes we don't always read the descriptions, do we? So, and I'll put it up on the screen so you can see. I am on Instagram, although I'm quite bad at posting on there and I don't really tend to put any of my finished objects on there, I've realised. So I might have to start doing that going forward. My Instagram is Maries_yarn_journey. And I'll put that up on the screen so that you can see. And also you can email me, and my email address is mariesyarnjourney@outlook.com. I've also got a Ko-fi account, so if you want to say thank you for the content and help the channel, then you can buy me a lovely coffee. And that's Marie's Yarn Journey as well. But the link is in the description box. And I think that's all the ways you can get in touch. But going forward, announcement, there is going to be a new way that we'll be able to communicate. I talked about it, I think, a bit last week on the podcast, but I do find that I love chatting to you in the comments, but it's frustrating sometimes when I'd love to see your projects that you're working on. I'd love to see pictures. I'd love to, connect in a bit more of a deeper way, if that's the right word. So I have set up a Discord server. Now, I've used Discord for a little while myself. I am relatively new to it. I think it's about a year now that I've had it, and I only got Discord to join another knitting group. And it is a pretty good messaging service. Now, if you haven't used it, it looks confusing at first, but it's not really. You have a server, or a channel, as I like to call it, and on there you have different groups or threads that you can go on to talk about certain topics. So some of mine, I've done one for general chat, I've done one for whips, so we can all put our whip photos up, finished objects ones, or knitting help. So you can put whatever you want in whatever chat, but it's just to give you a bit of guidance that if you want to talk about certain things or do certain things, you'd use a different chat room, as it were. Anyway, it is quite simple once you get your head around it. It's just a messaging service, that's all it is. And I'd love for you all to join me on there. And if you do go over, there'll be a link in the description to the Discord server, and then you can, an invite, which allows you to join my server on Discord. And then if you do, you will get a little sneak peek at something that's coming in March. So I've got a few exciting things coming. which I will be teasing about here and there until they happen. But yeah, I'm very, very excited about a few things that are coming, and it's nearly 12 months of me doing the podcast. So that's another thing for us all to celebrate. So is that everything I want to say about that? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I'd really, really love you to go over and sign up to Discord if you're not already on it. Get into my server, and hopefully we can, this community we've built here on YouTube, we can make that an even more wonderful and richer community on Discord. And I would really, really love you all to join me there. It would be fantastic. Yeah, so, and don't forget, you'll get your little sneak peek to the name of something coming in March. Okay, so next thing I wanted to talk about, just let me take a swig of coffee. Can you tell I'm a bit excited today? So, I wanted to show you what I'm wearing, and you'll have seen this before if you've been on the podcast. It's not really the weather for this top today, but I thought I can't be wearing my Very V again, can I? Because I keep wearing that all the time. Hopefully though, by next week, fingers crossed, I could have a new finished object and I might be wearing it. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyways, this is the Eclipse, I think it's called, and I cannot remember the designer's name, but I'll pop it up on the screen for you. I made this, I think it was last summer sometime. I absolutely love it. The rosy colour is a knitting for olive cotton merino, and the red colour is a hand-dyed skein from dystopic fibres, and it is toadstool. And I really love this top. I love the neckline. I love the way it turned out, and I want to knit another. And I might even do another one after that, who knows, but I really just like the way it fits me and the shape, and I like the lightness of the fabric that this has created, although I would say it's not very warm, that's for sure, and it's not really the weather for it today, but I wanted to put something a bit bright on and a bit different that I hadn't worn for a while, so I thought I'd wear this today. It does always make me smile. I was thinking maybe I could do a purple bluey version next time. It doesn't take much yarn either, so the hand-dyed skein, I think I must have had about 30 grams left, and I think I had 3 balls of the Knitting for Olive merino cotton blend, and I've still got 1 ball left, I think, in stash. So it really is very, very hardly uses any yarn, and it's a really wearable top, and I like it. I'm not always a big fan of, I have got a couple of stripe things, but I'm not always like drawn immediately to stripes. But with this one, I think with it being the thinner stripe, I quite like it, and it was quite Moorish to knit as well. Very simple to knit, very Moorish to knit, because you're only doing a 4-row repeat on this pattern. So yeah, I'd highly recommend it if you haven't had, and it was AJ who'd pointed me in the direction of this designer, mentioning another pattern, and then I found this one and I was like, I really like that, and I'm so glad I knit it. And actually it was really nice to get a hand-dyed yarn in a usable, wearable garment that I think I look nice in. You know, because that's what I'm trying to do more with my knits. Okay, so that seems to have been a long introduction and a lot of waffle. So I hope that you're ready for a very, very long episode. Okay, shall we get into the knitting content, which is, well, the main knitting content. I have worked on 3 projects this week since I last recorded. I've got 1 finished object, and I have got 2 whips. One of the whips I'm not going to be able to physically show you here in front of me, but we will discuss it. Oh, excuse me. We will discuss it. But I will probably if I can, dependent if it's still wet, put in some extra footage, all that sort of stuff. But I'm rambling, so I'll stop that and I will show you my finished object. Even on sock blockers, would you believe it? Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? Now, it's very, very difficult to put these on and show you, but maybe I'll give it a whirl. I have actually got some hand knitted socks on today. Should I show you them? Now, I want to just show you actually the toe on these. I'd have to count the stitches here, but I really like, can you see how good that toe fits me? It's, I'll have to look back and check. I'm sure this was one that I did with out of the Summerlee sock book. Sorry if there's all hairs and mankiness on my sock, but I do wear these all the time. I'm wearing loads of my hand knit socks at the moment. It's great. These are almost perfect, these ones, but they're just, the toe's good. Just legs a bit loose on these. But I will try now just to put on one of these to show you. I absolutely love these socks, and I've not mentioned to you yet, have I, what the pattern is, but I will do. Oh, these seem quite good actually. Yes. Hey, they feel nice now they've been blocked. Let's just make sure they're on my foot right. Still a little bit loose on my leg. I think they're going to slip down on me. The ribbing's not even gripping my leg. Right, so how can I show you this? There, I'm hoping you can see that. This is very loosey goosey. like slouchy socks. But I tell you what, I absolutely love these, and I would definitely knit this pattern again. I think I did do quite a deep heel on these, and one of the socks I actually knit a couple of extra rows before starting the decreases. But how nice have they turned out? If this footage is absolute rubbish, which it probably is because it's really difficult to show. I mean, I'm not very flexible. I will pop in hopefully some pictures or some B-roll footage of me trying them on. That's the first time I've tried them on since I blocked them. But these are going to go in my box of socks. I did quite a short leg, and I think actually what's happened is because I've done that bit of a shorter leg, it's hitting my ankle, just above my ankle on the smallest part of my leg. So that might be why they're loose. But these are the Hibernal socks by Summerlee. And I think that everyone should knit a pair. They're that good. I can't rave enough about this pattern. I keep getting on to Mona about it, telling her she needs to knit some. Absolutely lovely. I think that's my second pair now in my box of socks. I probably could do with reminding myself, but they can come off the blockers now. Apologies for the clattering as I've thrown that on the floor. But yeah, I'm super pleased with how these turned out. They were a pleasure to knit. I loved the yarn. It's just the kind of socks that I'm wanting to make. So I will put my other sock back on because it's pretty nippy. Yeah, it's just getting that leg right now, isn't it, on my socks? But I do think I'm getting better. Oh, there's a Royal Mail van. Has he got my package? That can't be mine, it's too small. No, it's going somewhere else, but he might be coming here next. Please come here next. Sorry, you're not here to see me watching the postman, are you? Anyway, that was my finished object. The Summerlee, the Hibernal socks by Summerlee. Fabulous pattern. Pleasure to knit. I cast on my second sock straight away and started in with that to stop me having the second sock syndrome. Although with that pattern, I enjoyed it so much that I wasn't too bad with it, to be fair. But my next work in progress that I want to talk to you about, who's this? Someone else walking up the street now. Oh, he's coming. Sorry. I'll pause the video for 1 second and just see if the... Yeah, I think the postman's coming here. See you in a minute. Well, it's here, but I'm not going to open it until the point in the video. I'm going to be a very good girl. This is going to be a tricky video to edit. I am stopping, starting, not sure if I'm recording, and oh, I don't know what's going on. Too much excitement, that's what it is. Okay, so I was about to talk to you about my Mudo. Now, I can't show you it today, unfortunately, because it is on the blocking mats at the moment, drying. I think that the rippling, although it's not disappeared at all with blocking, it does look a bit better. But I've not got it pinned, I've just got it sort of laid out because I've got barber cords in. So where I'm up to is, after I'd done the colour work, I was working on the body. Now, I worked on the body until the yarn run out and my needles are still in. And then I picked up for both sleeves and I've worked both sleeves until I've got to the end of all the decrease in the pattern. I'm doing a full length sleeve, and in the pattern there is two decrease rates that you can do. One for your shorter length sleeve if you want to do the bracelet length, and one for the standard length sleeve. So I've just gone for the standard length because it just meant that the increases were spread out a bit further, because I do find in a lot of patterns that they're a bit more snug on my arms. So I've done all that. So the two sleeves now are on cords. The body is just still on the needles, although I didn't get them wet. And it's just drying at the moment. I'm hoping that by tomorrow it will be dry. But either way, what I'll do is I will take a picture of it as it stands at the moment, and I'll pop the picture on the side so that you can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, like I say, the rippling hasn't gone. It may be resolved even further when I block it again, when the whole garment's finished, but I don't know. But I'm pretty pleased with how it looks at the moment. The reason I've done this block with this particular yarn is I've never knit a garment, I don't think, with this yarn. It's 100% yak, and I don't know how this yarn behaves. So it was a lovely fit when I last tried it on, but I do need to see how if it grows a lot or not. I don't want to finish off my sleeves and then have to unpick it all or go back or take the ribbing off because they've grown loads. Because you'll have seen me wearing recently my cloud sweater. Now I have to fold the sleeves back on there because that grew loads, but that was alpaca. I don't envisage that this garment is going to grow. I'm hoping, because it's quite a dense fabric at the moment, it's going to be very, very warm, and it will be perfect right now for the weather that we're having. But, you know, I want to make sure that this finished garment is the best that it can possibly be for my skill level, and so it looks nice when I'm wearing it. So yeah, I think that's all there is to say about it. The 100% yak wool that I am using is from Ula and Leah, and that is the Kickstarter that I've done for the last 2 years. Now my second order for Kickstarter yarn from them has just arrived, and it is over there, and I'm going to open it when I get to that point in the video where I'm talking about yarn, because I've got a few lovely yarny goodness to show you this time. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say about the Mudo anyway. You've seen it a lot. You've seen me, my progress on it over the last few weeks. I want to have it finished by the end of end of January. So I've been pushing myself to try and work on it a lot. As soon as it's dry, I will try it on and I will make a decision on what I want to do. Because I wanted both my pairs of socks finished and my Mudo by the end of the month. So they're all off the needles. And then I can concentrate on, I'll have my new cast-ons on the 1st of the month, and I'll also have my finish fix it projects, which there will be a video on the 1st to let you know about all of that. I've got hiccups now. It's all this really fast talking excitement, getting up and down. Just finish my coffee. Take a pause, take a breath. Probably speaking way too fast, so I hope you can understand me. That was a lovely coffee. Okay, so let's check the list. Oh, yep. Okay, so my last whip that I want to talk about is in this beautiful bag by Tea Cake Makes. This is my all-time favourite sock project bag. I absolutely love it. It's small, it's light, it's easy access with the opening, and the little. I love these little strings that are like a. I don't know if they're leather really, like a leather. It's like a string with a leather coating. That's not even a thing, is it? Anyway, you get the gist. But yeah, it's a stunning bag, this. I absolutely love it. It's just so perfect to use. So it is the main one that I use, and I generally have this down the side of my chair on top of my basket, what has all my bits in for my incredible blanket, which, yes, I've not worked on that again, but I've got the two beautiful yarns off AJ and I really want to put them in, and I think I wound one of them yesterday because this week quite a few hours of my time I've been working on a secret project, a secret yarn project, should I say. And you know how you start doing something and you think, oh, this will take me an hour or two, it won't be too bad, I'll just sit here and I'll crack on and it'll be done. No. I've currently spent about 4 hours doing said project, and probably I'm only a quarter of the way through. But anyways, and actually dropped my sock. My hand actually started hurting here. So anyways, I'm going to dedicate some time over the weekend to get that done, but I'm going to have to do it in stages so that I don't want to be affecting my knitting, do I, with my hands being too sore. So yes, let's get on to the last whip, which is my Mermaid Abbey New socks by Summer Lee. Still got my lovely Christmas stoppers on that my mum got me. I absolutely love these, they're so good. I need to get something similar that's not festive, because now it seems that a lot of my needle stoppers are festive. And I've got my little Christmassy bell on there. I think that was one that Mona got me in my yarn ball. Not last Christmas, Christmas before. In my yarn surprise ball, which was fantastic. Okay, so, and this is the stunning yarn that Mona got me from the copper kettle. It's called Gingerbread House, and I absolutely love the colour of this, and I love how it's turning into this pattern. I love the pinks in this. I love the colour of the biscuit colour. Now this pattern, it's pretty easy, quite a lot of just knitting rounds and stuff, and it's not hard to do this pattern at all. I would highly recommend it. It's just not, for me, it's not memorizable. So yeah, that's why I gravitated towards getting the other ones finished first, because that pattern I could do without looking at anything. Whereas these ones, I do have to thingy. I'm doing the same size that I did for the other socks. And the cuff is 1x1 rib, and it is 15 rows, which is what I like. I think I do prefer a 1x1 to a 2x2, because I think the 1x1 cinches in a bit more. But that might be a bit different when I get the fit of my leg right on my socks. Like I say, I'm thinking a 68 stitch might be better for me. Or a 64 on the leg and something else on the foot. I don't know. To be continued. But I was knitting on these last night because obviously I'd blocked my Mudo, and yeah, I had a great time knitting on these and reading my book. So I will actually show you my book, because that's the end of all the whips now. And what I'll do is I will show you I'll do acquisitions last. I'll show you my book, which is the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I've had it for a while. I think I bought this at Christmas time, something like Christmas time. No, it must have been before that, around my birthday, I don't know. I just got round to reading it. There's definitely a few steamy sections in it if you like a bit of that. Not X-rated or anything, but you know, definitely quite a bit of yeah, getting cozy with each other. I know that AJ's read this, and she's read the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which it's the second book in this series, and I have got that, and I'll be reading that next. And she said she enjoyed the Cinnamon Bookstore one better, and my mum picked the Cinnamon Bookstore book up randomly a few weeks back, and she devoured that. And she's not really one for reading actual physical books. She normally listens to audio books a heck of a lot, but she said she just couldn't put it down. She really enjoyed it. So I'll probably pass this on to her after I've finished it, so she can read the first one. So I'm quite looking forward to that. And I can't remember how many's in the series, but I think there is quite a few. So there's also the Christmas Tree Farm, the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. It's like a street, and I think, is there a picture in here? Yeah. So the premise of, it's all set in the same village, Dream Harbour, and these are all the different shops and stores and houses, and there's a book for a lot of these. So anyway, it's a very, very easy, cozy read. You know, bit of romance, bit of fall. And I've only got a little bit left to read now. I read quite a bit last night while I was knitting and reading. I got quite into it. So now at this point, I do need your help. And what I want your help with is something that I discussed, and I'll just grab this pile of clothes that I've got here. No knitting, this is a very random request. So I'm going to hold up as best I can. Maybe I should have taken photos and inserted them instead. That might have been better. Some items of clothing. And what I'll probably do as well is I might pop these in the chat on the Discord. I don't know if I need to set up a separate chat actually. I don't know. I'll have a think about it afterwards anyway. What am I talking about? Basically, you know, I sorted my wardrobe out last summer, I think it was. It's still an ongoing work in progress. I've still not got it quite how I want. I've still not sorted out the top shelf. That needs to be done soon so that I can see what room I've got up there. But I've got, I kept a few items of clothing that I do like and I do want to wear, but I haven't yet found the right coordinating top for with them. Now, or one that I like anyway. So I'm thinking that over the next year or so, or whenever's, I could knit items specifically to go with these items of clothes. Now, what I'm asking for your help with is pattern ideas for what to go with them. Now, this one, I have thought about it. This is a skirt. Hope you can see it. And it's really lovely, really floaty. The colours lend itself more to autumn and winter, but it's very, very thin. I could wear it with tights, so that's an option. I had thought for this one, a black Tolster tee. And just thinking about it now, if I'm going to wear this with tights and boots or as a winter item, what I could do is I could do a long sleeve Tolster. But if you've got any other suggestions, I do think that it's quite a patterned, it's quite a full-on skirt, so design. So it would be better with something plain. The other option is to have it as a smarter summer outfit and some sort of vest top. I've done I don't think I've had much success with very many tank tops though, fitting me very well. So that's the first one. Oh no, what's that? Oh, that's not one. Something entirely different. Okay, so the next one is a lovely pair of wide trousers. I got into wearing the wide floaty trousers in summer last year. Found them quite easy to wear, you know, chuck them on with a top, sandals, and you still feel quite put together. Now this is a definite crisp white and blue. So I'm really stuck with what kind of top I would need to pair with this. It probably needs to be something very light for summer. Probably another tank top situation. Now, and I've got this skirt. Now, this is more of a fitted skirt. I know it looks a bit flowy there, but it's definitely hugs the body a bit more. I love this skirt, but I found it very, very hard to pair this with anything. The problem with this is, with it being more fitted, you probably need a top you can tuck and has a bit of flow to it. I don't know. And the colours are quite unusual. And it's not white, it's cream. So it's cream and it's like a greeny colour. So I've really I love this skirt. I put it on me, but I've hardly worn it because I just don't know what to wear it with. I don't have anything in my wardrobe which really suits that skirt. Now this is a very similar sort of vibe. I don't even know if it's the same. It might be the same skirt, but just in a different pattern. But again, this does look like it's a white and a black. But I need a top to go with that. And again, I think I need something for those two that is thin and light and kind of similar gauge to this, really. Quite drapey, or my rocket tee. something more delicate so that I can tuck it in, because you can't really have something floating over the top of that because it just looks really, really bizarre. And then I've got this pair, again another pair of baggier trousers. Anyways, I thought that you might be able to help me thinking about what tops to make them look like really nice put together outfits. Right, I'm just going to pause the video for 1 second, and I am just going to open up the yarn so that you don't have to hear all that rustling while I'm talking to you. Right, I'm back. Can't wait to show you because the yarn is stunning. Right, but what I am going to do is first of all show you the other yarns that have come in this week. So I received my Homespun House Patreon yarn. This is the December sock set, and it's called Midnight Magic. I absolutely adore these colours. Right up my street. That's a 70-gram sock set, so you get a 50 and you get a 20 in the mini. And also I got the 10-gram mini skeins in these 3 beautiful, beautiful colours. Ready to add to my blanket. Oh, and what were they called? Let's have a look at the names. I always like to read the names on these, it's quite interesting. So we've got Chestnut Lodge, we've got, sorry, I've got my contact lenses in today, and for some reason at the moment with these in, I just can't seem to read as clearly. Scandinavia and In the Bleak Midwinter. And my friend Mona went to Chicago, the lucky devil, although it was a work trip, so pretty boring for her. But I was lucky enough to get a skein of yarn all the way from Chicago from her, and this is what she got me. Absolutely beautiful skein. This is Sweet Georgia is the brand, and it's Tough Love sock, which is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. It has 388 meters in this 115 gram skein, so it is quite heavy fingering, and yeah, the colour is mulberry. She knows I love my purples, so any shade of purple is good for me. And she knows that I want to do more socks that are wearable, more tonal, more solid colours. But I was actually thinking when I put this top on today, maybe I could use this to make, because I can do it with one skein. What do you reckon? Vote in the comments, should I make this into another Eclipse? I'm not sure what colour I'll pair it with, and I have to have a look in stash, see if I've got anything. Although I ordered a mystery yarn box, which is a book and yarn combination from the Copper Kettle in November, I think it was, and it's called Winter Garden. Now, that might be a good combination with this for a top like this. But when it comes, I'll, because I'm not casting this on quite yet. I did think I was going to do socks with it, but I think I might do a top with it. Yeah. But I've already got my cast-ons for next month at the moment planned out so far, and I've got a lot of things that I want to fix or finish. So who's joining in with fix or finish? Maybe that's what I'm not sure if I think I've done a chat on Discord for the February fix or finish, but if I've not, I'll definitely add one, and so we can all discuss that on there. I've got my rocket tea to finish. I've got my rocket tea to fix, and then I want to crack on with my daft days, and I've got a few other bits and bats that I want to finish, but I'm going to do a video on the 1st of February, so look out for that. And that will be discussing all that in much more detail. I'm going to show you my cast-ons, and I'm going to talk to you about a few things on that video, which will be very exciting. And then also, while we're talking about future videos, there is going to be one on my anniversary, my year anniversary for my channel, and that is the 12th of February. Write it in your diaries because you might want to watch that video. I think it's going to be quite exciting. Right, so the last yarn that I'm going to show you is my very, very exciting delivery. Now, when you do the Kickstarter for Ula and Leah, I'll just explain how it all works. I know I've mentioned it before, but not everybody knows. So you make a pledge on Kickstarter, and they have lots of different packages of yarns, of weights and fibres that you can pick, and you decide what you want to do as your pledge to them. And they use that money to fund going to Mongolia, getting the fibre from the herds, and then processing all that fibre in the mill. So I made my initial pledge in July. Then what happens is a bit later down the line, I can't remember exactly when it is, they will ask you if you want to, and that's at a discounted price. Sorry, I didn't say this, did I? So they have a standard price for their yarns, depending on the fibres. And when you make the pledge, you do get a discount. Because you're pledging that money up front, they give you a discount on that yarn. Then a bit further down the line, they offer you to, and you can only choose one of the options for the pledge. Then further down the line, they'll give you the option to add on any extras to your pledge, and you'll get the same sort of packages again, and all the same discounted prices. And then at the very, very end, once they know how much fibre they've managed to get, how much yarn they've managed to do, they've counted up, done all the, put aside all what's for orders, they then give you a chance to order again. But at this point, it's ordering through their website, and you get a code to get a little bit of a discount if you want to still add further at that point. So my initial pledge was for 800 grams of a DK weight yarn. And the yarn that I went for was the cashmere. And this is 100% cashmere from free range goats. And the colour is robin's egg. And it's a DK weight. I got 800 grams of this. I've not yet decided what I am going to make with this yarn. Does it say? They've stuck it round a bit far, so I can't. Oh, yeah. It's 196 metres in 100 grams. And they recommend a 4.5mm needle. And it is quite a thick, sturdy yarn. And yeah, 100% cashmere from free range goats. Feels very, very nice. Still quite sturdy, and not as, I did think that was going to be quite a bit softer than what it is. Then for my add-on, because further down the line I did do a little bit of an add-on for 4 extra skeins. And I chose 4 skeins of a fingering weight this time, and it's the sheep and the cashmere blend. So it's 85% sheep wool and 15% cashmere. Now, when you order these skeins in the packages, you don't have to have them all the same colour. You could have everyone in a different colour if you wanted, but With the cashmere, the main yarn, I wanted this, because I wanted it in DK, I wanted to have the full 800 grams in the same colour so that I could make a really nice garment with it. And any suggestions for garments for this? I'm actually thinking, now I'm holding it and touching it, it's got, I thought it's not got the drape that I thought it would have. Now maybe that will come after blocking, because if you remember me saying with my Mudo, these yarns do feel to me as though they have quite a lot of spinning oil left on them. So there might be a difference when it's been blocked. But I was thinking, and I might try a swatch actually, that would be a good way to test it, wouldn't it? Could I do the checker plate by Lily Kate France in this yarn? Because I think this colour lends itself very well to that pattern. She's done it in a pale grey colour if you haven't seen it. And I'll probably put a picture up here. But it's absolutely, I'm really tempted with that sweater. Now it is a bit of a longer one, so it does take up quite a bit of meterage. But she does it in I think it's a 100% wool, but it's a worsted weight, and this is DK. But I do feel like these must be a heavy DK, with them saying the 4.5mm needle, and it does feel that way, and it feels very similar to my yak yarn. But like I say, I don't know how it's going to behave when it's blocked. It may become a lot more drapey when blocked. Who knows? But that was what I thought of, but I didn't know if it would be suitable for that, so I might just do a swatch for that and see what I think. And then, sorry, yeah, this is, so for I added 4 extra skeins with my second add-on, and I ordered the sheep wool 85. Can't get my words out, I'm so sorry. It's 85% sheep wool and 15% cashmere is the yarn blend that I decided to go for. And I got 3 skeins in this beautiful purple colour, and it's called Amethyst. I think that with a 3, I can get a top out of 2 skeins of fingering, so I thought that with 3 skeins I definitely knew I'd be able to make a garment. Whether I could eke out long sleeves, I don't know, or whether I want to even do long sleeves. I've not really thought about what I wanted to do. I just knew 3 skeins of the fingering would get me a garment. And then it also got 1 skein of fingering in the, is it Aegean Sea? But when you pick your packages, although you can choose different colours, in your package you're choosing a set fibre content. So it's the same fibre content, just dyed in a different colour. So, was there anything else that I wanted to talk to you about? So I think that's it really for today. I've waffled on for quite a lot now. I'm really sorry if this video is a bit babbly and rambly, but I've just obviously had quite a lot of exciting things to tell you. So yeah, the announcement was the Discord, and obviously if you go into the Discord you'll get the sneak peek for what's coming in March, or a little tease of what's to come in March, which you'll probably know about if you've watched any of my previous videos or read the comments, because I have, you know, it doesn't take a lot of, it's not difficult to work out what I'm doing. Yeah, future plans. So I'm doing my cast-ons on the 1st, and you'll expect a video on the 1st as well, with cast-ons and, you know, fix it, frog it, finish it, Feb. And then there will be a video on the 12th for my anniversary. And yeah, that's everything for today. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you've made it to the end, well done, because yeah, this has been a bit of a crazy energetic one, hasn't it? Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Get lots of time for crafting and knitting and all the fun things. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.